To draw the ball chair, you're going to first start with a nice large sweeping circle. So I am a very loosey-goosey sketcher. That's just the way I do things. Then I draw the center guideline down the middle, and then at the bottom, I'm going to draw a horizontal guideline. So I'm going to draw and kind of make tick marks so that this part is equal. Then that way I can kind of draw like a really flat triangle, and then I can base my oval off of that horizontal guideline. So again, I'm very loose when I do my sketching, but the center guideline just helps keep that oval level so that the weight of this ball chair is not, asymmetrical, and it looks pretty symmetrical. So that's what the use of a center guideline and a horizontal guideline do for me, is just a way for me to make sure that my form is level and it's not kind of fall over visually. Then I'm going to kind of tighten my curve a little bit and then do an offset curve for the inside of the opening where you're sitting. So again, I'm using, short little strokes to help my curve, and I can always erase the outside line a little bit more later on. And again, these kind of get a little bit darker. As I like the lines, I will darken the lines. Then I'm going to go ahead and figure out where my seat is. This is where it's really important to look at your reference image so that you can see the negative space. So when you're drawing, you're going to look at the positive space, which is what the item is, and then you're going to look at the negative space. That's the space around, or the silhouette that this item creates. So I look at the silhouette of the seat and the back, and that helps me kind of define my space a little bit more. Then you're going to look at, do you have offset lines? And again, this is using the line technique that we had discussed in the earlier exercise. This is hatching because it's um, following the shape of this spherical form, and I'm just doing it in whatever direction, because if you just pick one direction for the sphere, it's going to seem like it's flat. So you kind of go around it, and here I'm defining the seat a little bit more. I'm looking at increasing the value so it looks like it's recessed into the opening. So here is the underneath of the seat. It's a little bit darker, and again, this is sketching. It is not like high fine art. It is just sketching for interior design focus or architectural design, where you are just focused on getting the form of what it is so that you can put it in your space. So this is not a fine art class that I'm teaching here. I am teaching you how to look at a form and quickly sketch it based off what you see. You're capturing the form shape, giving some value scale to it so it looks like it has some kind of volume, and that's what I'm doing. Here I am darkening kind of the inside, because I know that this will be the inside of this sphere. So it's going to be a little darker and have shadow in there because it tucks inside. All right, so here's my seat. Again, I'm using hatching, and then I'm defining that offset curve. And then with every pass I do, I get a little bit more refined in my line. So you can see that my line is a little bit darker now. It's not as sketchy as the other one, but I am now more committed to the form that I'm drawing. So I'm going to go ahead and do some shading around here so that I can seem like this is a three-dimensional item and it's not flat. So if you just leave it white without even looking at shadow, then it looks pretty flat. All right, so here is a little bit darker. This is a 6B, or I'm sorry, 3B, and I'm getting a little bit darker, in a different direction, but now, sorry, this is the 6B. I'm getting a little bit darker in the seed, a little bit darker in the reveal, so that there's a value contrast. Just like we did in our exercise for the value scale, we're trying to keep some areas completely white, and then some light areas, some medium areas, medium dark areas. And I'm using the paper stump to kind of move my paper, my pencil marks around, so it gives me an illusion that this is a darker item and it's blending. So basically, this is the ball form chair. I can use this paper stump to kind of lightly blend to get that number 2 value, and being careful to leave 1 alone. But again, you can still see my construction lines. This is just a sketch. This is not a fine art piece. If you're putting it in your perspective, you're going to take a little bit more time, but this is your basic, how to sketch this ball chair. Looking at the form. Then at the end, you can use your eraser like this. And I mean, there's tons more erasers that you can use, but this is just a basic office pencil, like push eraser. Sometimes I'll use a knead eraser if I want to get a really feathered look. Sometimes you can even get erasers that are in a pencil format, or like a micron kind of eraser, so it's super sharp, this eraser line that you're doing. But this is just for the beginner, so might be a tool that you have around the house, because you use it for projects, for school projects. All right, so I'll just erase some areas that preserve my number 1 value. So I get some darker values in there, and I erase the stray marks around it that I had initially had drawn before I committed to the form I currently have. And that's it.